Hello everyone. Hey, we got another video for you. This time it's on how to make a compost tea maker. So it's a little machine that my dad made, and I thought you guys might like to see that. He'll tell you more about it.
All right. So it's a little tabletop model for small gardens, and it just includes a little air pump here, and there's a little valve and just PVC fittings, and I just use an old little pump sprayer you can buy at Home Depot and cut the bottom off of it and turn it upside down.
That's what the canister is?
Yeah, that's what this container is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good and sturdy. It's really strong.
And you just made a little wood platform.
Yeah, made a little wood platform and coupled it together under here with the rubber coupling. And
so explain what the parts are.
so here's this is all 1-inch PVC stuff. And you got a T and some reducers here, and another T and an elbow here. And so this thing, this air pump pumps air down here into here, and the static water level's up here. So it pushes that water that's in that pipe up into here, and then it creates a vortex, swirls around, that incorporates the oxygen into the water.
And we'll show you. We'll turn it on.
That helps feed the good bacteria in your compost tea. So, and then there's a valve here just to drain it off when you're done and catch it in a bucket or something, or sprinkler can or whatever.
So because the static water level is so high, the air bubbles come, the air is forcing down from the pump, coming around the loop and then coming down here, and it's coming into this tea over here, and the air obviously hits the top of the pipe, stays in the top, and it first exit point is here, so that's why it comes bubbling up here. Takes a bunch of water with it and into the top and starts circulating. Yeah, you want to plug it in?
So we'll plug it in and get it going.
Show them what they...
It's kind of noisy, but it's...
Oh, it does. It takes a minute for the vortex to form.
So we'll let the vortex form before we start adding the ingredients. It'll take a minute or two.
So can you tell us, we'll check that in a second. Can you tell us what ingredients you put in here?
We use some worm castings right here. And there's molasses, just Blackstrap molasses, unsulfured molasses. We'll make sure it's unsulfured. Sulfur will kill the bacteria. And then there's some kelp powder right here.
What does that look like?
It's really black.
Wow, that is black stuff.
It's just real fine powder, very water soluble. And then just a little bit of fish meal goes in here. So it looks like we got a vortex going now.
Let's see what this looks like.
And you can... So now it's time to add the molasses. This container holds about 2 gallons of compost
So you
tea.
can see the vortex going straight down in there now. Yeah. And what's the point of the vortex, Dad? And that's important, you said, to have that...
incorporate oxygen into the mixture, into the tea.
Yeah.
So that, so we just put in a 1/4 cup of molasses. And I just kind of let it go in here kind of slowly. And I just kind of rinse it out in here to get all the rest of it out of the measuring cup so we don't have a bunch of gooey left over. This is kind of a small compost tea brewer. It's not very big. It's a little more time consuming to get it cleaned up. There we go. So that's it for the molasses. And now we'll put in a little bit of the kelp powder. And it only needs 1 tablespoon of kelp powder. So here's 1 tablespoon, and we just sprinkle it in there. There it goes. And
looking like some good tea, Dad.
yeah, it works good. And here's then 1 teaspoon of the fish meal. Dump that in. And then the worm castings. Let me get a deal to measure that with.
What's it looking like now? It looks like swirling compost.
And I don't put in too much of this. This is probably about 3/4 a cup of worm castings. So just sprinkle that in.
3/4 of 1 cup.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. And that's it for the ingredients. And then just let it brew for a while. It'll, maybe in 12 hours, you'll have a big bunch of foam coming up out of the thing. It might even overflow the side. So you want to put it somewhere that it's not going to hurt anything if it overflows with the foam. Once it's got a good bunch of foam coming up out of the top of the thing, then I call it good, and I just drain it off and put it on the garden.
So you said once it has a bunch of foam coming out of it?
Yeah.
What does that actually tell you?
It just tells me that the microbes are doing their thing and multiplying, and so it just makes a bunch of foam just shooting out of here.
Okay.
And it's just, and it'll drain down here. So when you're done, you got to take it out and hose it off and clean it up. Just drain it off here with this valve here. Just stick your jug under there, and you can open that up and come out. And you want to use it within 2 hours when you turn the pump off, because the microbes won't last very long if the oxygen's not there.
They'll turn anaerobic?
Yeah. And
the whole mixture will turn anaerobic.
And it'll be detrimental instead of beneficial. So, and that's about it for a little batch of compost tea.
How much do you apply? How much do you apply to the ground? Like, what's your spread rate or application rate?
It all depends on what we're doing. If I'm trying to grow a huge tomato or something, I'd put that whole thing on one tomato plant. But if you're just trying to inoculate your garden soil for other crops, then you're fine. Just this will go probably for a 50-foot row or something. And
Okay. That's helpful to know. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little quick tutorial on how to do some compost tea. And I hope if you enjoy that, leave some comments in the section down below and give us a thumbs up, subscribe. And this camera's getting heavy. So we thank you for being here. And as always, remember, Jesus loves you.